future. Riri, you can actually help people.
I know.
So, where's your arc reactor? That's like the...
You know, they don't exactly hand those out.
Y'all calling me crazy when I've been balling all day like Brady.
When I got back from Wakanda, I felt stuck. To bring my ideas to life, I need cash.
Crazy, gotta go crazy.
Come work for me.
I assume these jobs aren't exactly legal.
Not exactly. So you in or out?
We Ocean's 11 to The Sopranos.
What's the difference?
What would you say if someone were to create AI using brain scanning technology? Oh my God.
I'm literally perfection.
I would say only an idiot with a death wish would try that.
Cool.
Riri, you created something great. We're gonna need it.
No.
And now, you are just in my way.
It's Hood. It's from another dimension. If I'm gonna protect us, I need to start thinking outside the box. I think I have to fight magic with magic. Wait, what?
Might be a hero in there after all.
I'm in. Hey, girl. Oh, my bad.
Nice of you to finally join us.
Here's the squad. Clown, our pyrotechnic specialist. Stewart, tech specialist.
It's not Stewart, it's Rampage.
The blood siblings, Roz and Jerry. Slug, our hacker extraordinaire. John, HR.
Hi, I'm John. My parents didn't say I love you, so now I play with knives.
That was actually funny.
What about you?
Before my hood, I was a nobody. So you in or out?
Let's get to work.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this video. What you just saw was a trailer of Marvel's new television series, Ironheart. And it follows a girl named 15-year-old Riri Williams. And she is a genius and an inventor, right? And she goes to a college for technology in Massachusetts, right? And she first appeared in the Invisible Iron Man series, number 7 in 2016. And then in 2018, she had her first in 2019, she had her first comic book as a solo superhero. And then Ironheart, it is set after the 2022 Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It's set after that. Okay, so in the next clip that I'm about to show you is not comics, not some bullshit. I never heard of these men in my life. I never heard of them. And they're really saying some really crazy racist things about this show because the little girl is Black. So check this out.
Stepdad.
Black girl
Say
magic.
the best way to know a thing.
My stepdad, because my real dad left
Take it
me.
apart.
Are they going to play black music so I know there's a black person starring in it?
I don't know if this is a show about black people until I hear hip hop. Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know if I'm supposed to like it or not. Yeah.
You could tell when she said stepdad that it was going to be about black people. What would her Jarvis be called? Jemima?
Jarvisqua. I already said Jarvisqua.
Jaquisha? I think Jamichael works.
I'm going with Shanae.
I'm going to go with shit.
Wow. Likely.
Shit, I think you mean Shathead.
Joanna Man.
Joanna Man. Joanna Iron Man. Joanna Iron Man.
You want a father.
You know, they need to be thankful there's Marvel fatigue and nobody's gonna, except for Disparu and a couple people here are gonna watch that fucking show.
I've been looking forward to this for months.
I have too. I don't like nobody's even gonna bother, like, and nobody's gonna watch that.
Okay, you guys just saw what these group of men said about this woman just by the trailer. They have never seen this series, right? And this is just so disgusting how they think about Black people. And it's just so very unnerving. So I guess the people who watched these men, they went on Rotten Tomatoes popcorn meter and they started bombing this TV series, right? And they have never watched it. They're just going off some stupid bullshit that, you know, they said. And they're talking about, well, nobody will ever watch this show or whatever. I never heard of it, but now that I know, I'm going to watch it and I'm going to do a review on it because to me, the show looks very, very interesting. So, people bombed Ironheart and gave it bad reviews on Rotten Tomatoes before it even came out on Disney Plus. And they gave it like a 32 on popcorn meter just because Marvel was showing a Black person as the face of a hero and they were not white. This is why this show got bombed the way it did. And then I guess they took it down and then they popped up a 69% on popcorn meter and 69 on Rotten Tomatoes now of my recording. And they're saying that a lot of people did not really like the show, but I'm gonna give it a try because I want to watch it and I'm going to review it. A lot of people were saying that these men were disgusting. They said, how old are these men? These men have to be in their 40s. Like, what are we doing in big 2025? Like, we're still on that racism shit. Like, we haven't learned yet, you know, and people were just like, these people, they're just disgusting ass people. And I agree with these people. I agree. Because why would you not want to see a Black face in comic books? Because they made comic books way back in the day with Black people in it. Hello, Black people exist. Hello, why not? Right? But this is what they said. And I think they're just disgusting human beings for even saying some bullshit like this. But hell, these are the reactions of people that reacted to these men saying these horrible, disgusting, vile things. But hell, what do I know? I'm just a talking head. Have a great day, YouTube.
Marvel, I am done! Get D.E. Iron Man off of my screen! What is this woke garbage? I'm sorry, bro. Are we watching the same show? Ironheart is peak. It's not one of the biggest complaints of the MCU for years been the reliance on nanotech, and we now have a physical, practical suit that Riri Williams is constantly using. She literally has to step into it and then closes on her, and y'all are still complaining? And the amount of vitriolic, racist dog shit I have been hearing coming out of people's mouths about Riri Williams and Dominique Thorne, y'all are just disgusting, bro. We got grown-ass men out here, and I am a grown-ass man. I'm turning 25 next week. I'm having my second kid in August. Grown-ass men complaining about shit solely because it's a black woman. Shut the fuck up! As while y'all are sitting here going, oh, Marvel, there's too many black women on my screen. I can't enjoy my superhero media. Where are the men in tight? The rest of us normal people are like, holy shit, this whole Natalie storyline is one of the best AI stories that we've seen recently, tackling the ethics of AI and how it is used for grief. Not only that, Anthony Ramos' The Hood is obviously one of the most intriguing villains we have gotten in the MCU in years, bro. I'm already calling it now. Instead of getting his powers from Dormammu like in the comics, this cloak is from Mephisto himself. But you stupid fucks who still live in your mom's basement at 50 years old, praying that she dies so you can cash that social security that she left you, you sit here and you just sit and complain about every fucking thing. Don't watch the fucking show! Personally, I don't like Steven Universe. You know what you don't see me doing every fucking day? Getting on the internet talking about how much I fucking hate Steven Universe. That sounds miserable. Get a fucking life, you dog shit human being. And to the rest of you, I hope you were enjoying this show. It's so much fun, and I truly cannot wait to see what they have in store for these last 3 episodes.
Apparently, people were reviewing Ironheart negatively before the show came out publicly. Another DEI creation of Marvel. No struggle. She's just naturally smart because she's black and a woman. I didn't know that someone that had to overcome losing her dad, her best friend, and her stepfather had everything handed to her. But even if Riri Williams was a genius who didn't have to struggle, comic book fans love that when it happens to white people. Nobody ever saw Tony Stark go study, and he owes most of what he has to his daddy. Stephen Strange, Reed Richards, Dr. Doom, Hank Pym. They show up with ego and bravado, and nobody has a problem relating to them. But if a black woman exhibits the exact same behavior, you hate her character. And that sort of bias is why we need shows like this. And if you're so threatened by black confidence that you review bomb a show where it comes up fictionally, go get some therapy!
Are they going to play black music so I know there's a black person starring in it?
I don't know this is a show about black people until I hear hip-hop. Yeah, what's going on?
Y'all do this racist bullshit every single time when there's a minority movie that comes out about a comic book, especially when it's majority black people in it. But wait, there's more.
You could tell when she said stepdad that it was going to be about black people.
So, to your logic, only black people have stepdads, and that's how you knew it was going to be about black people. You sound stupid as fuck, but let's continue.
What would her Jarvis be called? Jemima?
Jarvisqua. I already said Jarvisqua.
Jaquisha? I think go with Shanae. Shanae.
Want a man.
Joanna Man. Joanna Iron Man. Joanna Iron Man.
So now y'all want to call her 2 characters that was played by men and want to call her every name that y'all perceive as ghetto. This was very disgusting for Nerdotic Daily to do over on YouTube, and this is what you call microaggressions and racism all wrapped into one big package and put it in your face. Honestly, I'm not surprised at all, and what I notice is y'all do this every single time when Ryan Coogler's name is attached to something. Y'all hate on that man project so bad, but he always delivers in the box office where it counts. And then I'm trying to understand how you talking so much shit about something that haven't even dropped yet. Y'all made this 9 days ago. That doesn't make any sense. And then it's one thing to give your opinion, and then that's another thing being blatantly racist. But yeah, I've seen all 3 episodes and I like it, and I'm gonna keep watching it. I don't care what y'all say. And when Ryan Coogler's name is attached to it, I'm gonna always watch. But how y'all feel about all this? And have y'all seen Ironheart yet? Let me know down in the comments.
Are they going to play black music so I know there's a black person starring in it?
I don't know this is a show about black people until I hear hip-hop. Yeah, what's going on?
We could tell when she said stepdad that it was going to be about black people.
You don't even have to watch the entire video, and why would you want to after seeing the first few seconds? It's just disgusting what is heard. And you can tell by the comments, they're not mad at a new Marvel show. They're not mad at Disney. They're mad that the main character is a black woman. Or just black, period. The comment that was made about hip hop music and how they couldn't tell if the work that they were watching was gonna be about black people if there was no hip hop in it, that was just so ignorant. Had the nerve to mock Riri's line iconic in the way that she says it, using AAVE, just disgusting and rude. And you can tell off the bat, like, if that's the first thing you're gonna nitpick at, that's why you're mad. That's why you're mad. You're mad that she's black, and you're mad that she's in STEM, and she is one of the smartest Marvel characters. And you're mad that she is getting her debut. But you go ahead and keep that basement baby band boy vibe that you got going on. Have nothing good to say about a comic strip that you know clearly nothing about. You know, I mean, I don't know if you've taken time to even read Riri Williams. So, you know, go cry several rivers, have several seats.
Oh my God, I wonder what this nerdotic panel of men and people not of color have to say about a show with a young black female lead. There has to be some genuine commentary happening here, right? Some thoughtful, nuanced breakdown, right?
My stepdad,
Black girl
used to say
magic.
the best way to know a thing
My stepdad, because my real dad
is to
left
take it
me.
apart.
Are they gonna play black music so I know there's a black person starring in it?
I don't know this is a show about black people until I hear hip hop. Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know if I'm supposed to like it or not.
Yeah.
You could tell when she said stepdad that it was going to be about black people.
You heard it. You heard what they said. I don't need to repeat it. You already know what it was. That wasn't criticism. That wasn't analysis. That was straight up mockery. And not just of Ironheart, but of black culture, black families, black identity. And that smug little tone they had while saying it wasn't accidental. That was intentional. That was meant to belittle, to devalue, to turn a show featuring a brilliant young black girl into a punchline. You hear a black girl mention her stepdad and your first instinct is to laugh. You hear certain music and you start making assumptions about what kind of show this is going to be. You're not pointing anything out. We're not learning anything from you. You're just trying to get a laugh at the expense of blackness. Like it's worthless.
What would her Jarvis be called? Jemima?
Jarvisqua. I already said Jarvisqua.
Jaquisha? I think Jamichael works.
I'm going with Shanae.
I'm going to go with shit.
Wow. Likely.
Shit, I think you mean Shathead.
Joanna Man. Joanna Man. Joanna Iron Man. Joanna Iron Man.
You want a father.
And then the names. The whole joke about what her AI would be called wasn't even creative. It was just a laundry list of the most stereotyped, overused characters you could pull from your mental filing cabinet, labeled things I think sound ghetto. You're not critiquing the show. You're flexing your own biases and trying to get a room full of yes men to laugh along with you.
You know, they need to be thankful there's Marvel fatigue and nobody's gonna, except for Disparu and a couple people here are gonna watch that fucking show.
I've been looking forward to this for months.
I have too. I like nobody's even gonna bother. Like nobody's gonna watch that.
And then saying the show is lucky no one's gonna watch it because of Marvel fatigue. You're not talking about fatigue. You're hoping people don't tune in. You want this to fail, not because of its quality or storytelling, but because a young black girl is at the center of it. That's what you meant. We all heard it. And I don't care what else you said in that video. I don't care what your larger point was supposed to be. Once you let that kind of mess fly, the rest is irrelevant. You can't bury that under 7 more minutes of so-called commentary. You said what you said, loudly and proudly, surrounded by a panel of people who didn't push back for a second. Not one black voice. And I already know some of y'all thought it was hilarious. But let me tell you something. This is exactly how bias stays alive. This is how people learn it's okay to laugh at what they don't understand and who they don't respect. It's not funny. It's never been funny. So watch Ironheart. Not because it's perfect, not because it's Marvel, but because Riri Williams matters. Because her story deserves to be told. Because representation like this matters to kids growing up in a world still full of this kind of trash.
Oh, it appears Nerdotic has posted another video about Ironheart. I wonder what it's about. I wonder what he and this panel of scholarly media analysts have to say about this new...
What would her Jarvis be called? Jemima?
Jarvisqua. I already said Jarvisqua.
Jaquisha? I think Jamichael works good.
I'm going with Shanae.
I'm gonna go with shit.
Wow. Likely.
Shit. I think you mean Shathead.
Joanna Man. Joanna Man. Joanna Iron Man. Joanna Iron Man.
You want a father?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Well, with a panel that looks like this, that really was the only way it was going to go down, wasn't it? No, you're just cherry picking. Obviously, they had something to say. It's a whole video. You just chose the worst part. Oh, sure thing, straw man. I created specifically for a bit where I prove you wrong immediately after this. Let's see what else they have to say.
Well, in this trailer, they drop all the iconic stuff and try to pretend she's a hero, while at the same time having her powered by demonic magic.
Good God, man, are you insane? A character who's a hero using dark magic? By Job, you must surely be jesting. To clearly suggest such an infantile endeavor will bound you to the asylum. Especially if they're a part of the Marvel canon. I mean, can you imagine that? Mere suggestion that the MCU thinks it's good to center a project around a character who uses dark magic to do anything is laughable, I say. They could never be someone that any audience member would look up to and say, wow, they're really cool. Let alone someone we would give multiple projects to. I mean, come on. How do these pictures get up there? Must be the dark magic. This particular point really frustrates me because it speaks to this common idea held by people who don't like Riri Williams. It's one that started all the way back to when the character first appeared in comics, that Riri Williams is more of an antagonist than a protagonist, or a villain than a hero. And I really don't understand where that's coming from. And like, these same people pretend to care about like proper portrayals of black people in media. They don't want them to exist at all. So they're saying things like, oh, they're having her steal and use dark magic. That's not very good. That's not proper representation. You're phony. You're phony as shit. We know you don't care about that. Even shrinking the issue down to specifically a Marvel character not exactly acting like a hero, we've had an entire universe of characters who literally all have sketchy ass pasts. We just got a movie where some of those same types of characters can be redeemed and be heroes. But suddenly, with this character, it is completely out of the realm of possibility for someone like her to be a hero. Gee, I wonder what that's about. So we have racism, straight up, a laughable understanding of comic book characters and how they function in stories, and then we just circle right back to racism, because of course we do. Because in lieu of anything actually substantive, funny, or insightful to say about any piece of media, people like this just resort to being racist. It's their only card and the thing that gets them paid. Look, the point of this video is not to say that there will never be anything wrong with Ironheart. There's going to be something to criticize about any project, movie, TV show, whatever. And simply saying that this show is amazing to prove the bigots wrong does the show no favors. What I am saying, though, is that there are a number of people out there who pretend to be critical or something, or pretend to use the language of criticism in order to hide a clearly biased and oftentimes bigoted agenda. And we should not listen to those people, especially if they have a recorded history of doing this over and over and over again. Watch the show, form your own opinion, and of course, if there's something to criticize it, for sure. But do it in good faith. Please, for the love of God, don't let this turn into another Acolyte situation, y'all. We don't need that. Don't need these people leading conversations about the show and saying that you can't criticize it without being racist. No, you can. I promise you can. They can't, because they are racist.